One thing that I will promise is honesty. Honestly. Honesty is one of the main things that I wanted to put on this channel. I'm not a liar. I'm incapable of doing so. I was going to make this video. I had a version of it that I had scrapped. It was full of jokes, cutesy little photos or references and whatever. But I scrapped it. I was like, honestly, if I'm being honest, I didn't like how unauthentic it looked. I think I'm pretty comical at times, but I think for the video, that time didn't call for it. I was talking about, I never really like saying the word because the word just doesn't feel right on my tongue, but it was about the topic of depression and hopelessness. And a lot of the world is going through that right now. And I see that. And I was talking about a couple of things that broke me out of it. There was a video that I have on my channel. I don't know why I said was, but there is a video on my channel of me talking where it's late like it is now. I was having a late night thinking session. It was honestly like I saw two roads of my life. One of them is highly uncertain, but the other one, I guarantee that if I went down that road, I would be so far from what I want to achieve that I would have no choice but to sit and sulk in the choice that I chose to do with my life. Getting in front of the camera and talking about myself in a personal way is the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done. This is highly uncomfortable for me. There's a lot of times where I shake, I stutter, no. If I'm ever gonna share something with somebody and put something out to the world, I refuse to let it be in bad taste. I just don't believe in forcing things. I feel like whenever you try to force something, you get met with the most forceful resistance, at least in my life. I don't know about other people. Some other people, but for me, forcing things is the most uncomfortable thing no. I built this off of honesty. An honest thing that I do want to say, because I don't want to make this long at all. I have 5 things. Thing number 1, and it's the most important thing in the world. You matter to people a lot more than you know. Some people's lives are more difficult than others. So there's a checklist that you have to do for yourself. The checklist is, am I an able body? There's some people who are prisoners in their own bodies. There was this video of this kid that I saw that the only way they're able to breathe, their heart doesn't beat, their lungs, no. The only way they're able to get oxygen into their body is through a machine. If that machine forms a blood clot, they're done. If it malfunctions in any, no, that's not my life. I'm able to breathe. My blood circulates right. I don't have any major health problems. I barely even have any minor health problems. I don't even have any minor health problems. I'm an able-bodied human. And I treat myself like shit. There are a lot of other people in the world that treat themselves like shit so needlessly. If you have a support system, what I mean by a support system, you can at least have 1 to 2 family members or people that you so strongly, closely keep to you, into your heart, that you can always fall back to them. I have that. Number 3, it would be, how financially restricted are you? Actually, I'll make that a different video. I'm just gonna list off the points. People wanna be a part of your life. If you have people that show care and concern for you, keep that in your life. Not only just keep it, but reciprocate. People want to love you. People want to enjoy you. Don't rob them of that. And don't rob yourself of that. Honestly. It's the most uncomfortable thing in the world, but when you practice it and you honestly do things a little out your comfort and you get over that fear of possible rejection in some shape or form. Or you may feel a type of shame of, I have a good family, why am I born? Me personally, I've spent a lot of my time restricted by that. And it's I dislike myself for being born. I don't believe that people around me honestly like me, because I don't. And that has stopped me from building a lot of connections in my life, honestly. Something else that can be holding you back from being happy is you probably give a fuck too much. You care too much. It could be about other people. Yeah, give a fuck about you. One thing that will hold you back is you caring too much about the opinions of other people. There's some shitty people out there. And if they don't like you, honestly, fuck them. If you were to go to the most populated part of your city, your town, whatever it is, and you laid on the floor. If you laid on the floor, people will look and they'll think you're pretty goddamn weird. But nobody's really gonna give a fuck. Honestly, no. There's a lot of bitter people out here, and a lot of people don't have enough love themselves. So people that live heartless, loveless lives, they will repeat they will try to pass on that hurt and that pain to the next person and the next person and the next person. Don't feed into it. Don't give evil what it's looking for, honestly. Your life can be so much more peaceful without it. Do things that make you happy, honestly. If you ever hold yourself back from doing something that honestly would make you feel completed, don't worry about being like embarrassing. This goes to my next point. Enjoy yourself. What I mean by enjoy yourself is learn how to be happy in your vessel. I have a lot of trans and queer friends. One of the things that I've picked up from them is that honestly, a lot of what they're searching for is peace in their own body. And I'm thinking about how many other people in the world don't have that. They don't have peace in their body. Like, even fuck being trans or queer, just period, point blank period. Not being comfortable in your own body. You gotta learn how. Learn what you like about yourself. If there's some features that you don't like, find out how to change them. Or find a way to love yourself with the fucked up feature. Well, it's fucked up. But not just your body, but your mind as well. A lot of things that people suffer from is just from their own heads. If you learn to enjoy being around yourself, you're going to enjoy putting yourself in social situations. Really, if you hate being in social situations, there's something about yourself that you don't like, or there's something about yourself that you don't know for sure of. You should know the people that you like to be around. You should know the people that you don't like to be around. You should just know what your limits are and draw those lines in the sand for certain things. Some people don't know how to do that, and they spend their whole lives, playing certain games with people that they necessarily don't fucking have to play. I mean, it's honestly one of those things where you have to be with yourself, be honest with yourself, ask yourself, test with yourself, what do you or don't you like? If you learn yourself, you'll thrive, honestly. Next point, you're weird. That's okay. I'm an experimental person. I experiment with jewelry, different types of arts. I experiment with everything in my life. I just don't believe in there being something. I don't believe in there being a one way for things. I like, wearing like cutesy little tails and shit. I got like little tails and shit over there. Right there. I like wearing cute like little bunny hats and my chains and all my little razzle dazzle. I love it. It's something that makes me feel connected with my inner child. I love stuffed animals. I do. I love cute things. I never felt comfortable being, Mr. Manly, masculine manly. No, I've never. No. When you embrace being a weirdo, honestly, things get from there. The most respected thing, people have respect for people that have an unwavering sense about themselves. If you've ever met those people that are just so unashamed about who they are that you can't even, you know, it's just like, well, that's them. You know, that's what it is. And if you learn to embrace that part about yourself, then honestly, you'll do amazing out there. Honestly, 100%. My next point, share and don't be secretive about yourself. The most important, I'm going to read directly off what I said. The most important and beautiful thing you can do is to open up yourself to as many people as you can. There is nothing more painful than a friendship or any type of social ship that has no vulnerability. We're all scared of being vulnerable, so it's important that you be sparing with who you share your insides with. I was writing a dirty joke up in there. I was. Not everyone can be trusted with your vulnerability. 100%. You got to do that sparingly. Telling people all the compromising and embarrassing, there's that dirty joke again. Trusting people with your compromising and embarrassing positions that you've put yourself in through your life is valued when you share with trusted individuals. And going back to when I said at the first point of you matter to more people than you know, when you rob people of these moments of where you can share availability with people, that's an opportunity of missing out on. You ever play Persona? You know how Persona has like that confidant meter? Persona 5 specifically. That confidant meter, you hang out with this person, you connect, you vibe, and that confidant builds. That's real life, gang. 100%. And, you know, the more that you miss out on those opportunities of building that relationship gauge, that's, you know, you're fucking yourself up. Don't do that. Another point is really quick and simple. Don't be a dick to people. It's okay to troll and be a little bit of a dickhead sometimes, but there's a time and a place for it. Treat the next human like a human. Treat people like how you would want to be treated. And that's like the golden rule for everything. You gotta treat people with love and respect all the way around. That's what I am. That's what I'm about. Treat people with love and respect. And my last and most important point, self-respect. Self-respect goes a long way. Again, goes back to what I was talking about, learning yourself. When you learn what you stand for as a human, you cut everything out. I have enough self-respect to walk away from people. I hate people that litter. I hate people that litter. I hate people that disrespect elderly. I'm using hate really loosely, but I have a strong dislike to these people, especially if they do these things and don't fix it, at least when I'm around them. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean these people are bad people. It's just these are principles that I have that I don't want to associate myself with being around. If I tell you I don't like it, I don't like littering, I think it's wrong. I still like you as a human being, but just don't do it around me, and you continue to do it, that means you don't have any respect for me. That's it. I'm not asking you to give me $5,000. I'm not asking you to take over the world and give and make me your right-hand man. I'm not saying that shit. I'm just saying don't litter around me. I don't hate you as the person, but the action, I think is fucking disgusting. Don't do it around me. And if you see somebody applying that principle to what you just drew that line in the sand to, you just took a stand for yourself. When people see a stone pillar principle in your life that's unwavering, it doesn't really matter the dynamic of the relationship. If the relationship that's there is respected, then they're gonna apply it. It doesn't mean you're being controlling, but that's it. Respect yourself. Honestly, you got to learn to walk away from things all your life. You will have to learn. If something doesn't sit right with your spirit, with your body, with your mind, if it's in your subconscious, like, I don't fuck with this don't feel right, walk away. Because you know in your heart that that's not you. Self-respect. And honestly, the amount of times where I've gotten the most respect from people is when I've chosen to say no to things. There's some things that I 100% know that I won't stand for. I won't stand for abuse, verbal, physical, none of that shit. Verbal, physical abuse. It doesn't matter the relationship. It can be stranger to stranger. I don't tolerate that shit. I don't believe putting down the next human. I honestly don't. Everyone is someone's. You can be speaking to someone's mother, someone's father, someone's kid, someone's nephew. It don't matter. You know, I don't know what humans are meant on this earth to do, but I know that one thing, we're not supposed to belittle and hate each other. I honestly don't believe that. I don't mean to make the video so long, and I don't mean to cut myself so short, but in the middle of editing the video, I didn't want to do that shit no more. I wanted to remake it, and so I did. Tonight. What? 2:30? You know, couple hours, I'm finna have a killer hangover. But I did this because I don't believe in being fake. And if I'm gonna build an audience of people, I want my audience to be of someone that shares the same mindset and sentiment. I don't believe in fakeness. I don't believe in having a lie. I don't believe in having to hide. I'm not gonna hide who I am, and you shouldn't either. This video is about bettering yourself. Don't suffer. Even if you think you do, nobody deserves to suffer. Do you think your next door neighbor should suffer like you do? I think that's it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you.